Okay, so once you have your clay slab all smoothed out, it's time to put some texture into it. So you'll find the box in the glaze cabinet that has all these laces. They're called doilies, but it's got lots of different patterns and designs and stuff, and you just choose one that you like. So I found one that'll fit onto my clay slab pretty easily. Once you find one and you set it on your clay, you want to make sure that it's all spread out nice and even. And then gently just tap it into the clay to where it's stuck on there but not pressed in. So just gently tap it in place while you're spreading it out to make sure that the design can be seen. Once you have your doily in place, you want to take the rolling pin and make sure you apply even pressure with both hands and just gently roll it across this way to where it just barely presses it into the clay. Then you'll do it this way to make sure that you get all sides pressed in evenly. Now don't press real hard, you just want to press firm enough to where it sinks it in to where you can rub your hand across it and it feels flat. You can take a needle tool and cut around the edge of the doily and then remove the excess clay and compact it and set it aside because we're going to use it in a little while. Okay, now it's time to find your drape form. So I've got these bins where you can find bowls and plates and cups and all types of containers and objects to where you can find something to drape your clay over. I found this bowl here, and what you want to do first is put a piece of plastic over it so that the clay doesn't stick. So once you've done that, you can trim off the edge of the plastic so it doesn't get in the way. Then set the bowl out of the way once you've laid it over and pressed it to the shape of that bowl. Then you're going to take that extra piece of clay that you set aside and you're going to pull off some, and we're going to make some feet with this. These are going to be little stands that are on the bottom of your drape dish to make it stand up. Usually I make a coil like this and then I cut it into 3 equal sections. So what you want to do with these little pieces of clay is kind of make them into a teardrop shape, just kind of pressing one in. It's either an egg shape or a teardrop shape so that we can easily fit them on. At this point, you want to make sure that the 3 feet are equally spaced apart, and this is usually done in a triangle. So you'll mark an equal-sided triangle just by putting little points there with a needle tool, and then take your scoring tool and score into the bottom on those 3 marks. You might need to adjust it if you didn't get them equally apart. And these are where those 3 pieces will be attached to create the feet. Now I like to tap the bottom of it and try to flatten it out so it's easier to connect. And then I will score the bottom of this first foot. I'll apply some slip on it. And then I will attach it by gently pressing it on there. I'll do the same to the second one and the third one by tapping the bottom just to make it flat enough to where it can easily fit onto the bottom. And I'm going to connect the last one and press it on there and make sure that they're firmly attached. After your drape mold has become leather hard, you can take it off the mold, remove the plastic, and then take a needle tool and just barely lift up on the lace so that you can peel it off. Gently peel it off so it doesn't break the clay or tear the lace. At this point, you want to gently press on the inside down on each foot. This will flatten out the bottom of those feet so that it sits firmly and flat on a surface. At this point, you'll just want to make sure that it's all even and straight and do any trimming that you need to do while it's still in a leather hard state. You'll also want to be sure and put your name or initials on the bottom while it's still in a leather hard state.